for this to be at home. Slipped in front and Crawford another block. 5 to go. For the third time in 6 years, the Blackhawks are Stanley Cup champions.
Alrighty YouTube, what's going on? Back at it with another video, a quick one, and one that's a little different than what we normally do. This one is going to be my 2017 NHL predictions for the playoffs. So, as you can tell, playoff beard is ready to grow, and you already know that the Blackhawks are my team, so should have a nice flowing beard by the end of this. I'm not the type of person that typically watches and follows every game or every team or I'm not a player stat whore, but I do like a few teams and I'm pretty competitive, so I had the opportunity to join a hockey pool. These are my predictions. So in the Eastern Conference, between Washington and Toronto, I have Washington winning in 5 games, which I assume most people would. The funny thing about living on the East Coast, everybody's a Montreal or Toronto fan, so it's hard to root against Toronto, but Ovechkin's one of my favorite players, so Washington was an easy pick for me. Pittsburgh and Columbus, I have Pittsburgh winning it in 7 games. I think Columbus is going to give them a run, and if there is a series that's going to go 7, I think it's going to be Pittsburgh versus Columbus. Montreal versus New York, this is one series I couldn't give a shit about, but I got Montreal winning in 6 games. Ottawa versus Boston, I have Ottawa beating out Boston in 6 games. Western Conference, Chicago versus Nashville, I have Chicago putting out Nashville in 5 games. This will be the 3rd time that it's happened, that Chicago puts Nashville out of the playoffs. Minnesota versus St. Louis, I got local Fredericton boy Jake Allen winning that series with St. Louis in 6 games. Anaheim versus Calgary, I got Anaheim winning in 6 games. And then San Jose and Edmonton, I got Edmonton beating out San Jose in 6 games. So round 2, Washington versus Pittsburgh, which is the series that I would be most excited to watch. A few years ago they got to play each other in the playoffs and it was phenomenal. Crosby versus Ovechkin, hype was unbelievable. So I have Washington winning this year in 6 games. Montreal versus Ottawa, I got Montreal beating Ottawa in 6 games. Lots of 6 games. I don't think there's going to be very many 7-game series. So Chicago versus St. Louis, I have Chicago beating out St. Louis in 5 games, which as a Hawks fan, I hate St. Louis. They're one of our biggest rivals. So Anaheim versus Edmonton, I have Edmonton, Connor McDavid, and Edmonton putting out Anaheim in 7 games. So round 3, Washington versus Montreal. I have Washington beating out Montreal in 5 games. I think Ovechkin, I think this is his year. As a Hawks fan, I'd love to see the Hawks win, but I'm a huge Ovechkin fan, so really like to see Ovechkin pull through this year and get one. Chicago and Edmonton in the conference final. I have Chicago winning in 5 games. And then for the big dance, Chicago versus Washington, which for me, 2 of my favorite teams. That's the series that's amazing. So I can't wait to see if that actually plays out that way. I have Chicago winning over Washington in 7 games for the Cup. And I think that would be probably one of the biggest highlighted series of my life that I've ever been able to watch. So top 20 players in the postseason. From Chicago, I loaded up on Hawks and Capitals. I've got Taves, Kane, Panarin, Keith, and Anisimov, so the big 5 from Chicago. Washington, I've got Ovechkin, Backstrom, Kuznetsov, and Johansson. Pittsburgh, Crosby, Malkin, and Kessel. I think they're going to carry them a little ways. Anaheim, I've got Getzlaf and Perry. St. Louis, Tarasenko, he is friggin' lethal. Edmonton, I've got Drozedi and McDavid. And Ottawa, I got Carlson, probably the best defenseman in the league. Maybe Duncan Keith would give him a run for his money. And then Boston, I got Bad Boy Marchand, who's a local Eastern Canadian player. And I've got Pasternak from Boston as well. So those are my top 20 players. I've got Chicago beating out Washington, Game 7 for the Cup. Can you freaking imagine? So comment down below if you guys are in any hockey pools, anything like that, or even just your predictions of who's going to take the Cup home this year. Let me know. I know that there's more to just fitness and bodybuilding on YouTube, so if you got any hockey predictions for the 2017 hockey playoffs, post them down below. Give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.